Hey, Russ with Find Pigtails. Today we're going to do a depin repin video on one of our more common connectors, so stay tuned and we'll get started. So today we're going to do a depin repin of Z27C2. This is our most common connector, pigtail. You will recognize this, I'm sure. This is on a bunch of Lexus, Toyotas, some Hondas. It uses fog lamp, low beam, and it gets damaged a lot. It's actually used for low beam and fog lamp on the same car, so one car could have 4 of these, depending on the year, make, model, of course. But let's go ahead and show you how to remove the wires. This is always important just in case you want to reuse your factory wires. It's always a good thing. If they're still good, you can do that. And or just you need to know how to do it. Makes life easy sometimes knowing how to do this, especially if you have a big connector. A lot of these things I'll show you all over time, kind of translate and go across the board for other connectors. So we'll have a video on a bunch of different ones, but this one again we wanted to do because it is our most common. So the first thing we're going to do, we got to get this front lock off. Again, if we have, I've kind of mentioned before in other videos, but if we have the 2 different colors, it means you're going to have to probably remove your center lock. Either it's going to come all the way off or it's going to come up a little bit and then you can get it out. On these, I just remove them. It just makes life a lot simpler. So the first thing we do, use our pick, get right under it, pop up, lift up on that green face, pop it right off. Again, it makes it a little easier. It takes 2 seconds to pop it all the way off. So let me show y'all here, make sure. I can pretty much use any screwdriver, but doing these videos, it's usually easier to have the exact one the first time. Let's try the biggest one here. So what you're gonna have to do, you're always gonna wanna look on your connector. And on this one, I already know, of course, but you'd have to kind of just eyeball it until you get good at it. And the catches are right here on either side. And that catch is built into the connector. It's a black piece of plastic. And so whenever you see that, that means you have to lift it up off and away from that terminal. So these are a sideways catch. So I'm gonna slide down in there. I'm gonna kind of angle away and push out a little bit. And usually I need to grip, actually let me grip the wire. Usually I kind of wrap my hand around it once, just gives me better grip. And so all I'm doing, sliding in here, going away from the connector, you can kind of see that it bends it out a little bit. You don't want to go too far, but just enough to get it off of there, get that catch off the terminal, and it'll pop right out. Let's do the other one. So again, sliding right down in there, bending it away. And it's kind of hard to see, obviously, but you get what I'm doing here. And I didn't wrap my hand, so it's gonna be a little hard here, but let me just go ahead and do that. And again, I like to do that every time. Just makes life a little simpler. So lift that catch away, pop it right out. And these are brand new, so the seals are gonna be really tight. We do use, all our stuff is OEM. So OEM bodies, whenever we have a chance that we can upgrade seals and terminals, we do. We definitely upgrade our wires, higher temp. But again, brand new, so they're gonna be pretty tight. On the OEM ones that are on a car, they're gonna be, kind of a little bit more brittle, probably shrunk down a little bit from heat, cold. So that is with wires removed. To put them back in, you just do the reverse step. And these terminals are sideways. A lot of times they're gonna go in this way. This connector, they are sideways. So, and you can try to put them in. Let me show you from the back. So when you start to do it, you'll know. I'm just kind of turning it and showing you. It doesn't always go in, right? Because it's turned the wrong way. So you just kind of keep turning it. Okay, let's see. Try 180 the other way. Goes in, you hear that click. So let's try it wrong. Stops. Try it the right way. And you get that click. Once your wires are in, you can put your face on. Some connectors you'll want to have the face on first, just a little bit. If you put it all the way on, then you're going to be fighting those locks. So usually if I can, I'll leave the face off, put the pins in, and then pop it together. So that's a depin repin of Z27C2.